Well, good morning, everyone. It's about 3:45, so I'm a little earlier than I was yesterday. Still a bit behind. I like to be up by 2:30, but we were planning hurricane solutions last night, and wouldn't you know, this morning the hurricane turned. So it does not look like it's going to be a direct hit to Orlando anymore, but it's still going to hit, so I have to wait now until 8 a.m. to see if it's going to be really problematic. I don't have the generator on. Awesome. And seriously, I got decaffeinated. It's before 4 in the morning. But yeah, so we have to wait till 8, and we'll be watching today. So I really don't know what's going to happen. It does not look like Sunday would be a problem. So well, I guess we'll wait and see.
Well, that was an experience. We just stopped at the original Pony Express. I saw it on the side of the highway. I didn't even know it was here. But you can see it's just a teeny tiny little house. And we got to talk with the former mayor here and hear about all the little intricacies and stories of the town. And I love this. See this? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? This was cool. I even got a horseshoe for my daughter, so exciting. All right, it's 10:15. We're in North Platte, Nebraska, home of Buffalo Bill Cody, claim to fame. And I never thought I would be so excited about parking, but I am thrilled when there is a parking space this large available. We've just decided, I think I am gonna go to Florida. It looks like the hurricane, although it is sped up, it's gonna hit more south than we expected. And it's reaching Orlando a little bit later in the day. So I think I'm gonna fly out of Atlanta if we can get the flights out. So another couple of hurdles, but I think we're gonna make it. So it's noon and almost everything now has been canceled. We were able to get a car to Atlanta, but we haven't been able to figure out if we can get the flights out. It looks like they've upped the cost to $1,200 to fly out of Atlanta, in addition to our already, I mean, it's nuts. So I'm still not sure what's gonna happen. Trying to get there, trying to figure out if we can maintain at least some of our appointments. But right now it's not looking really good. And I am not happy, so I'm getting on the road. I'm just bummed. I mean, obviously you can't plan for these things. I know. In my head, I know it all. It's just, it's just annoying. And then I hear myself say that and go, really? Really? This is the biggest problem we have? We don't have any problems, I guess? Yeah, I think part of it's wrapped up in the fact that I haven't been home in 3 months. And I think that's pushed it a bit, to be honest. Oh my goodness, so I'm a little worse for wear visually, but doing much better. Delta called at the same time. My husband was trying to reroute to Minneapolis, to get to South Dakota, to get to Traverse City, to get to Atlanta. I mean, it's been nuts. And amidst all of this, my filmmaker emails me and says yes, he can meet with me Sunday so that we can do the video that was that we couldn't use. So that's a huge benefit as well. So we are going to Florida. I'm excited. We have changed the flights to Traverse City to be the night before so that we can get in there and not have to worry that we're going to have a problem, and many contingency plans. But I think this is going to work, and I think I'm going to get to take a day off. I love this trip. I genuinely love this trip. I'm having an enormous blast, but I really am working 17 to 18 hours a day. And I mean, you can see it. I'm tired by the afternoon. I take a rest and I keep going. So I think it would be good to take Labor Day off to, refuel and spend some time with my little girl. And that makes me excited. I miss her. And then we'll be ready to go. We'll get to Atlanta. We'll get to Traverse City Tuesday, and we will be ready for the town hall. And fingers crossed, it'll go well. A little retail therapy always helps. I am on the hunt for red boots. I have stopped at Western stores all up the East Coast. We're gonna try the West. My goodness, there's like so many choices. Yeah, so these are cute.
It's the red, white, and blue one.
Yeah, I like that. And these are really cool though. Look at those.
Those are really cool. Those are a new one from Nakona.
Those are sharp. All right, well, we just left the Western store and I had an amazing conversation with the woman inside. We are in Nebraska and we were talking about the floods and how everybody comes together. They've had so much happening here. They've had 200 people laid off in the last couple months. 55 were laid off last week locally from the railroad. And yet she talked about how connected they are as a community and how they come together. She also talked a little bit about trafficking that happens in this area, and we only think of the big cities and we don't think about that in our rural towns. We need to be thinking about making sure that we keep jobs here and prepare for jobs in the future as well. Trafficking concerns me. We need to make sure that we're keeping our young people safe and that we are helping people to understand how to maintain that safety so that we don't have it anywhere in this country. It's really important, really important. So this is like the must-do because we get so many bugs. There you go, put some good elbow grease in it. Okay, Rob's seriously taking pictures of bugs. Okay, check out this guy. Wow, he's enormous. What, you should imagine when that hits the windshield, I don't have words. It's disgusting. 2 hours to go, but I spotted the service sign. I mean, we're literally in the middle of nowhere. We're about half an hour from Alliance, Nebraska. We're gonna go see if these guys can fix Dang It. No luck. Back on the road. All right, here we go. I have to pick a red because I always wear red shoes. So, all right, and good point on the Florida may only be around for a while here now. Well, good. We'll weather the hurricane, no problem. Thanks. See, this is that moment when you figure out you can't actually plug in your electricity, so you have to get a converter. It's a very exciting piece of equipment. All right, here we go. I can't hold this and do this at the same time. There you go. Not glamorous work, I'm afraid. All right, this is it for the day. We survived. I'm so glad we made it to get to Florida. We're gonna have an event. I'm gonna be able to do the filming. We're gonna be able to do the race. And I've got Wi-Fi tonight here where we are, which is great. I'm not able to get the heater fixed, so that's not a good thing, but mostly we're able to get everything the way we need to, so I'm very relieved. It was a long day, it was a lot of driving, and there is not a lot in Nebraska. It was miles and miles. It was cornfields when we were in Kansas and Iowa, and now that we're in Nebraska, it's miles and miles and miles of just land. There's cattle, and occasionally there's some trees, but mostly it's just grassland. It's amazing for miles, so very interesting. All right, see you on the morrow.